All right, here we are, the first video for the new SEO. Okay, I actually want to be on a particular website at this time. Let me see. Let's go to SEOmods.com. I want to point something out. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, let's. Penguin. Google Penguin. Penguin update. Whiteboard Friday on Google's Penguin. Google Penguin Pandas and Panic at the Zoo. Recovered from the Penguin update. That's good. That is very good. 5 friendly link building tips. That's from UMIS. Okay, so let me point something out here. These guys are basically the white hat um, SEO guys. Okay, I want to tell you something that's happening. I want you to understand something because I had to realize it myself. All right. So every couple of months there's a Google update, right? There was caffeine, there was panda, there was penguin, and there will be another. Okay. And even before caffeine, I think there was another one. I actually was watching a SEO video from like 2009 or 2010. And they were talking about some other update that everybody was all frantic about. So this is what happens every single year in SEO. Usually, I haven't had to worry about them. I still don't have to worry about them for more than one reason. But usually, I've never been affected by a update, period, ever, at all. Even to this point, because I didn't have any websites up. All right, I wasn't doing that. I was doing local stuff, so I wasn't really focused on my affiliate stuff, which is good because I had a chance to learn some other stuff in the meantime, which I'll get to you guys in some other modules. But basically, every year there's an update. Every year SEO is threatened, quote unquote, by Google, and they come up with a new update that quote unquote kills SEO. And everybody rushes to these guys and to the Warrior Forum and to other places like this, and they ask these guys what they should do. And then these guys give them information on what they should do. They take that information and pretty much try to figure out how to game the systems all over again. When really all they need to be doing is copying what these guys do. Okay, let's talk about we're going to talk about copy and success again. Okay, I want you to see something here. And this SEO video is probably going to be about 3 or 4 videos long. I'm anticipating. Um, but this guy is going to tell you everything that you need to do if you are white hat. Oh, even if you are white hat, it says Google whacked you by mistake. But let me tell you something. Google appreciates white hat people. And right now, this update was like the return of, it's like finally everybody who was doing something white hat, everybody who was doing things by the book, who had listened before to what you should be doing as opposed to here's the next scheme. Everyone who did that is pretty much reaping the rewards right now. At one point in time, Squidoo had got a major slap from Google because their website was being trashed by people like me. And I'm not going to lie about it. It was being trashed by people like me, people who were doing it specifically for affiliate marketing, and Google penalized them for it. But now they've come back stronger than ever because they listened to what Google said, and instead of trying to figure out a way to game the engines, they gave them exactly what they wanted. Now they're reaping the rewards. It took a while, but because they had foresight as opposed to trying to get that quick dollar, they were able to basically future-proof themselves. Okay, so now instead of this last update wiping them out, it brought them to the forefront. Snipsley, that was a website I used to use very, very often, and uh, their web pages were ranking within the hour for the keywords that I was going after. And then all of a sudden there was an update. I can't remember which update that was. I don't know if that was caffeine or maybe the beginning of Panda. I'm not sure, but it wiped them totally out. and they were getting money in the at the beginning, but because they allowed so much trash on their sites, and I wasn't even producing trash, which is the worst part, but because they allowed so much trash on their site, they took a hit, they took a penalty, and I still haven't seen them come back. So they may not have listened to what Google told them to do. They may have tried to figure out a way to make what they wanted to do work, and that's we can't do that anymore. If it's one thing that I'm realizing is one, Google's not going anywhere, and two, because of social networks, they're getting smarter and smarter and smarter. And with this last update, it kind of made things more human for the search engines. So I assume that the next update will only be an extension of that, because I'm telling you what's going to happen. People are going to figure out how to game this system, what type of links to use, what type of websites to use, what kind of content to use. They're going to game the system. They're going to rank. The next update is going to come. They're going to either be wiped out or crippled. Then the next update up there is probably going to wipe them out again or cripple them again. And then everybody's going to be running back to this site trying to figure out what to do. So we can't be like them, because those cycles are bound to come. They will happen. Okay? So we're going to talk about some of the things that we can do to future-proof our websites and just change the way that we do things so that we don't look like everybody else. All right, so one of the main things that you want to do is, well, let me see. Okay, well, let me talk about this. This is how these guys are rewarded for being white hat and being a resourceful website or a website for information. People link to their content naturally. People vote on their content naturally. People visit this site naturally. They have this many followers. People are liking them on Facebook all the time, as you can see here. Usually they have a plugin floating around their pages that'll also show you the likes and whatnot they got for that particular page. But as you can see, these guys are doing everything by the book, and because of that, because they've become authorities and they give out information on their topics and stuff like that, people link to them naturally. People recommend them naturally. They don't have to build links themselves. People will plus them, Google like them, and bookmark them all on their own. And it's a shame because the people doing that are the people that are trying to game the systems on their very own websites. So they're doing, it's just like us. We go to the store and we buy things naturally, but we rather trick people into buying our stuff. So it's like these guys, we link to them, do everything good for them naturally, and then we go to our own sites and treat it like trash. And I'm guilty of that as well. So we kind of got to look at things a little differently. Not that we can't build links. Like I said before, it's not the vase or the two faces. No, it's both. You just have to have a perspective that sees the entire picture. So it's we have to start to do this. We have to create we have to actually create some valuable content now. Okay? And I know that sucks because in a way that kind of makes it a little harder for us to be able to do things in mass. And that's what we need to do is things in mass. Luckily, because of this last update, we still have the social networks, which we can put content on, in mass. We can do that in mass. It's going to be hard to have an actual blog that with topics that you care about and doing that in mass, okay? So we're going to kind of have to dial things back. There is a way to, like I said, manipulate the system, but we want to also future-proof our SEO. So we want to be doing both at the same time. We want to ride the wave, right? But at the same time, we want to make sure that we'll always be around and not some flash-in-the-pan website. So we're going to have to kind of change the way we're doing things. And this can be done with not just, you don't have to do this with your own website if you don't have the ability to, if you don't have the money to, or if you don't feel confident enough to get that started. But I do suggest that you start eventually. I suggest that if you don't know how to set up a domain and all that kind of stuff, that you go and get you a regular WordPress.com site. Reason being is that'll be a lot like when you start to use your own websites and using WordPress.org. Okay, you'll know how the back end works already, so it'll be very much, it'll be an easy thing for you and not really brand new. Okay, so that's one thing. As I said, these guys are creating content that actually gets links, natural links, and it's a shame because they're like the top white hat SEO guys, and the black hat SEO and the gray hat SEO guys all come to them for advice on how to game the system. And really, what they always tell us is to use white hat. That's really what they tell us. But if you do gray hat and black hat, here are some statistics and analytics that'll help you continue to do what you're doing. That's pretty much what they offer. But it's amazing because we don't follow the pattern of their success. These guys don't go anywhere and they don't worry about any they don't really worry about any updates and stuff like that because Google loves these guys. Matt Cutts, the spam engineer and or whatever he is, quality control, whatever at Google, comments on these guys' posts. He loves these guys. He'll do interviews with them all the time, and he talks about them all the time. Okay, so as you can see, they're obviously doing something right. So we kind of got to look at what they're doing and figure it out, and that's pretty easy to do, especially if you can just go to Google and type in SEO mods, right? And we're going to start to get started on what you need to do now. So we have they're actually paying for traffic here, SEO mods there, Twitter, Facebook, SEO again, Crunchbase, which is a review site, Forbes, VentureBeat, look at that, Search Engine Land, SEO Chat, Search Engine Journal, Search Engine Watch. These are like sites that are all doing the exact same thing. Some videos, their Google Plus page. There's Zendesk because they got a help desk. The CEOs of that site. Here's a SlideShare. They also have a toolbar for Firefox. Their Vimeo channel, their LinkedIn profile, once again Google Plus. Maybe GitHub is a place that you can do that you can use like Google Plus or something like that. But this is what I want you to see. Okay. These are the things that real legitimate websites have. Okay, they have a Twitter, they have a Facebook, they usually have a YouTube channel. Sometimes they have a Wikipedia page. They have a Google Plus, right? A Vimeo page, as you can see there. Maybe SlideShare would be good, not sure. But having profiles, if your website can have profiles on other websites, that would be amazing because that's what real businesses do. And I want you to see something. The name of their site is SEO Moz. That's not a keyword. It's totally unique. That means that it's not taken well, at one point, it wouldn't have been taken at Facebook or Google Plus or YouTube. It would have been totally original. And trust me, Google can make the correlation, okay? So you don't want it to be like SEO training because that's already taken. You can't brand that. But you can brand SEO Moz. You can brand SEO Book. You can brand SEO Search Engine Watch and SEO Chat because those aren't keywords. That means that nobody would have that domain. Nobody would have that YouTube account, name for the YouTube account. Nobody would have that for their Google Plus. Nobody would have that for Facebook or Twitter. Nobody would have that for anything else because it's a totally made up word with one thing in it that kind of lets you know what it's all about. I'm pretty sure Moz stands for something, but SEO lets you know what it's really about. Moz is what makes it brandable. Okay, and that's what we want to talk about. You have to start to make your website look like an actual business, and or not necessarily a business, but it has to look like an actual. Well, yeah, it has to look like an actual business online. It has to look like an online business, not just an online website. What Google is trying to do is add faces to everything. Okay, they're trying to remove the ability to be anonymous because that's what spammers do. But spammers don't like to put their names on things. So we have to kind of create identity online. And this is why the website you pick is going to have to be about a topic that you actually care about. A topic that you have knowledge about and passion about that you can talk about over and over and over and over and over again. You may not think that you have that topic, but I'm pretty sure you do. Do you play any video games? Is there a favorite one that you can talk about? Is there one where you can brag about your success in that game? Do you work out or like to exercise? Then you can talk about that. You can talk about your journey with it, all that kind of stuff. Do you like to cook? Do you like family? Do you love God and Jesus? Do you love the Bible? Do you love the Quran? What do you love? Let's see. Do you love what? Basketball? Do you love to watch football? Do you love cricket? What do you love? Do you love Legos? Do you love puzzles? Do you love electronics and TV? Do gadgets fascinate you? Do you love internet marketing and SEO? Do you love me? I'm just joking. But do you love what? Health food, vegan stuff, pets? Do you love to see pets treated well? You know, like the animal activists and things like that. Are you into that? All these different things. It's not necessarily taught. You don't. Your blog doesn't have to be about a product up front. I'm going to show you how later this will be used to sell a product. Okay, but if you create something that's sustainable, that's real, that's legitimate, then you'll stand the test of time. And you won't have to build backlinks. People will build backlinks for you. Or when you build backlinks, they'll be like through bookmarks, through putting it up on your Facebook page because your version of SEO Mods, whatever you do, is going to have a Facebook page, facebook.com/your name, whatever your brand name is, okay, or the name of your website. So you'll have that too. You'll be posting it up on your Twitter and on your Google Plus, and you'll be putting videos up on your YouTube because that's what you want to do anyway. You want to get that message out there about whatever you're passionate about, and you can talk about it forever, just like I can do with this. Okay, so that's what you want to do. We're going to get more into detail with that, but I want to show you this, okay? They're not going after a keyword. Let's see. Let's go back to page 1 and see if they show these other sites again. Search engine land. That's not a keyword. SEO chat. Search engine journal. Sort of, kind of, but not really. Search engine watch. Not keywords. All brandable. As a matter of fact, let's type that in. SEO chat. I want you to, just to make sure that you guys understand what I'm saying. There's their Twitter. That's actually a Twitter search. Hold on, let me see something. Okay, that's the developers. I don't know if that's their official channel. Meetup.com. Facebook, yeah, I guess so. It's developers SEO chat. So you see how they have their unique Facebook page. Maybe SEO chat was already taken. So they have their Twitter and their Facebook. It says the exact same thing. Let's go to search engine journal. Oops. Just kind of want to drive this point home. Make sure you guys understand what I'm saying. Facebook/search engine journal. See, it's all theirs. Twitter/SE journal. All theirs. Very brandable, brand new, never existed before, right? So that they own that space. And Google relates this Facebook to them because they know, Google understands that a .com means that for this phrase, these guys are the authority. That's what the .com means. Same thing with Facebook. When it's facebook.com/that word, they are the authority for that word. So whoever has this for make money online is the Facebook authority for make money online. That's how Google sees it. Same thing with Twitter. There was somebody who had Israel. I think they had Twitter. They had Israel for Twitter, and the country of Israel bought that Twitter account from him. It's ridiculous. So let's see, search engine land. So they understand branding. That's what I'm trying to say. And this is their Google Plus page. Now they don't have the number here, the name here, but I'm pretty sure Google will work on that event. But you know what? I can't even say that they will, because they probably want to prevent people from using that for spam, like they do with YouTube. You know, your YouTube videos have numbers and stuff in the back, and probably because there's so much content uploaded consistently, they need to do that too, just to keep track. But as you can see here, they also have a blog spot, and Google themselves have an official blog spot blog. Okay, so that means that that's a step that you want to take. Let's look at another place so you can see another example of what I'm talking about. This is Gamefly.com. Gamefly is not a word. It is now. But before, it was not a word. It did not exist. So let's look at some of the things that they did to brand their name on popular sites. They have a Wikipedia page. They have an app. Google Play, that's their app again. YouTube, user/Gamefly. They are the authority for this keyword on YouTube. Google makes the correlation, especially if they have their URL on their channel. Google can make the correlation. They can link the two together, and it makes you look more legit. Let's look at some other ones. Facebook.com/Gamefly. Are you starting to see what I'm saying now? Twitter.com/Gamefly. See, it's not a keyword. It's not a keyword. Gamefly Inc. pretty sure they have a Google Plus somewhere too. Crunchbase, Joystick, PR News. Let's go one more page. YouTube, BGR. Yeah, that's all for now. So I'm pretty sure you guys are starting to understand what I'm saying now. Also, let's look at another thing. Let's look at dollars. Oops. I struggle with this word, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Dallas restaurants. Um, you see these reviews here? Let's just see where they came from. Okay, you see this here? It's an address. I mean, you know that, but this is the address of the business. You see here, the website is correlated with the phone number and the address. Now let's scroll down here to reviews. 223 reviews. I want to get some from. Let's see if we can find some of those. Google Plus local. I'm a little confused about that. Let me see here. Google reviews. Try to open it that way. Hmm. Okay, let me see something. I'm trying to figure out. Um, Maybe they changed the way that they show it. Oh, there we go. I missed it. It was right in front of my face. Okay, here we go. So let's do this city search. This is the restaurant's page on city search. The website is listed here. They have the name of the steakhouse and the phone number here. Let's see. Let's get out of that and go back to there. So see here. Oh, that's city search again. Scroll to the top here. Name of the place, their address there, and their phone number here with their website. It's the same thing here, and then people are writing reviews about it. Or this is their page on the site, and then I think people come here and write reviews about it. So as you can see, this is it's kind of like a social network for business owners who have local businesses. It's the exact same thing. You can set this up too. You don't need an actual address. Find an apartment complex. I don't care. Find an apartment complex and don't list the apartment number. People aren't going to be coming here for your website. But if you can have something like this set up, it makes you look even more legitimate. Because guess what? The spammers can't. They don't have time to do this because they're trying to put up a bunch of websites. You understand what I'm saying? As opposed to what we're going to be doing, which is going to be building an authority website. Let me just get to the point. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be building an actual website that with information that we care about that can make us money, can and will make us money, as a matter of fact. So you see here, they're doing that there. Let's see, where's another place? TripAdvisor. Same thing here. The restaurant, the address, and the phone number. Uh, let's see. Do they have a website up listed here? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure that if you were to register, you can also put up your things here. It just makes you look more legitimate. Just think about this. I want you to see something because this is what people don't understand. Google aggregated this information. They People who put these sites up, they don't grab that information and bring it here. These reviews came from other sites. And because they were on other sites, Google scraped them and put them on this site. They brought them all together so that you can see it. How does Google make the connection? It's not about backlinks. How does Google make the connection? They have to be able to read this information. They have to. They got to be able to read this. They got to be able to read this. They have to be able to correlate the two, put it together in order to know that, okay, we need to put those reviews here. How did they know that? That means that they can read those things. Now, a lot of people aren't realizing that, but these are called citations. These citations usually aren't because of anything other than the address and the phone number and the name of the business matching. That's it. Google can make that correlation. Remember that. So you need to use that in your own business because Google will make the correlation and it will make you seem even more legitimate. Okay? So you need to find some type of address that you don't mind using, and you can always put a Google Plus number, not a Google Plus number, a Google Voice number or something like that on there. Okay? And when you answer the phone for a Google Voice number, it's going to say a name first, so you have the right to hang up the phone just in case somebody's trying to call you through that number for whatever reason. So you need to be doing things like this to legitimize your business, to legitimize your website. Okay. So I'm thinking, should I stop on that note for this part and get into the next thing? Because I kind of want to, let's see, I kind of want to show you what some of these guys are doing. I want to show you what you want to use your website for in the future and how to set it all up. It's going to be kind of maybe kind of difficult to show, but we're going to give it a good old-fashioned try. I'm going to end the video here. We'll pick up with the next one, and we'll get on to the next thing. All right.